let's go back over here to the build, drop in the prompt, and I am going to go an extra step, and I'm going to update or upload that big giant long screenshot right there. Upload and go. So watch. This is amazing. Google AI Studio is absolutely amazing. Once you learn that Lovable and the rest, they're pretty cool too, but you spend most of your time trying to fix errors, and they're probably better now, but you have to buy points and tokens and stuff, and when you're constantly fixing errors and things, you just burn through your money. So I got kind of sick of always having to pay money to fix errors. Google AI Studio, I think you get like 1 million tokens, so it's like essentially free. Essentially. Sometimes it can take a minute. And right here, it's giving you, it changes every week, but right here, it's telling you some tips and tricks. And you'll see it's telling you what it's doing. Usually it'll just be churning out stuff here. And then it'll get to a set point, a restore point, and then it will offer some suggestions. It'll say, do you want to add animation here? Do you want to add a splash screen? And a lot of times you can just say, yeah, do that. Hey, that's a good idea. Do that. And you can just take its suggestion and it will keep on building it for you. And if you decide you don't like it, you can just delete the whole thing and start over. Okay, here we go. Boom. Look at that. Almost identical. Look at this. Go boom. There's Indiegogo. And here is no name website. The fund base is what it's calling. Now, I don't really, let's look at the whole thing here. I don't care for the pink and stuff, so I'll probably update. What's the rest of the freaking thing? Okay. We're building this live, so where's the rest of it? Fund base. Watch. I've also learned to do this, like you can chunk your commands. I'll put update the title to quotes launch best, because I know that domain is open. Update the color palette to white. What do I like? What's good? Blue and aqua green. Add categories and category cards. I learned this. Use Apple style glass, morphism. I think that's what it's called. And go. And off we're running. I don't know why I didn't like add the rest of it. Like I could literally go over here to, it didn't even it didn't copy the hero. Whatever. I'm not really worried about that. But here's the cards that we're talking about, you know. This is kind of what I wanted it to look like. So I can also do this. I can just do screen capture. It's going to grab here. And then sorry for the sound effects. Damn it. And then I'll go here and I'll upload that little screenshot. I'll say dash use the attached image for the section below the hero area. It helps if you've built websites and you know the terminology to tell it. Like you can tell it where to put padding, margins. You can tell it colors. You can use specific hexadecimal colors. You know, if you don't know anything, you can kind of fumble your way through it. But if you know how websites are laid out and you know basically you know the language to speak to it, it goes much faster. And if you're like me and you can do your own graphics or AI graphics, like it'll build it and its graphics just maybe placeholders or its logo may be non-existent. You can just go create them real fast and slap them in there. So you're like an entire art team in one. This makes you absolutely an art team in one, especially if you're a designer. Okay, let's see. Did it do anything with categories? Yeah, they did, but they suck. So there you go. Oops. Now this is just building the site. I mean, we're just trying to build the part where people can upload projects and things like that. The part about tokens, it's not tokenization. This is literally, the literal term is like utility token fundraising, because we're not tokenizing anything. You know, even though BlackRock is about to tokenize everything, I think token-based fundraising, which I just saw on YouTube a minute ago when they were talking about BlackRock, is about to be a game changer, because they're going to tokenize all securities. Token-based fundraising is a thing. So why not just jump in front of it, even if you can grab a little bitty piece of it. So where are we at? Okay. Okay, it says an internal error occurred. Retry. Sometimes, like, it'll do that. But you get the point. I mean, it's making a whole site here, which can go mobile, tablet, screen. Now let's see where it's at. Still going. Okay. Would you like, see, you guys read what it's saying. I had actually finished this. Okay, blah, 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 since in the previous, okay. Now, the layout, yeah. Ready to move on to the refining category engine prompt 2. Yes. Now, this is in Gemini. It's easier to let Gemini speak the language because it helps. All right, updated prompt 2. Let's grab all of it. But you don't want to, this is for you, so you don't want to put that in there. So go here, drop that bad boy in there, and go. And if you mess up or it breaks, you can always go back to the last restore point. So it's a good time. Now, the token itself is completely outside of this, because Gemini asked me before, do you want this to create the tokens, or do you want to be in-house with digital wallets? No, absolutely not, because that requires bringing in developers later. This is just for the startup people, and we can connect a wallet. That's easy, because you can get like a MetaMask or a Xerion wallet. I can mint the tokens myself. They kept asking me what blockchain I want to use, and there's probably a huge following on Solana for this sort of type thing. I tend to use Base. Like, I've created tokens for my Phygital. There's a Phygital marketplace I'm working on. I've already got Fiji tokens created in my wallet, and that rides on the Base network, because I think Coinbase is kind of everybody's entryway drug, so to speak. So I have whenever I say Coinbase people, I basically mean newbies or noobs. No offense to anybody, because I still use Coinbase here and there, but I try not to. It's just more of a ramp in. So it's kind of, like I said, the gateway drug. So if everything's about to be tokenized and everybody's going to have to use digital wallets and be able to do this, Coinbase, or more specifically the Base network, is a great place to develop, because that's where everybody's going to be. Solana, everybody's already there. My favorite would be like Stellar or Hedera, but that's a little more enterprise level. So this being startups, I think Solana and Base are the best choices. God, this thing's taking forever. But that would happen off of this here. The way this is going to have to work is like a startup would have to fill out a form, submit it. Me and my team would have to look at it, make sure it's something that would work for this, because Granny Smith's super chocolate chip cookies are not going to be something that you raise money with crypto yet. If it's tech, or if it's more of a bigger food brand or something else with some kind of aspect in there, maybe tech, we'll see. We get to pick that ourselves. And then what we'll do is they'll probably need to pay a fee, maybe $50, $100, something like that. And then we'll mint the tokens for them. And we'll already have white papers on each token, because they'll all be the same. And then it will be like, let's say it's Launchfest. It'll be a LV token. It'll be like LV whatever. So you'd probably have 4 letters for their specific project. But every single one would be like an LV token. Boom. That way you can keep track of all the tokens. And then the house token would probably be an LV token, something like that. So let's see what happened. Let's go full screen. Okay, this is very basic, but it's fine. You know, it's a good starting place. See, like little animations. And you could tell this is made by AI. I could change up these icons if I want to and put images back there, but we're just trying to get a structure. Look, it's already trying to connect a wallet. Most of this doesn't work yet. And I would definitely want to make my own logo, probably. But here we look. Here we go. Already got placeholders. And I'll have to come up with, I don't know about this color scheme. We'll probably come in with something else. Something like this, the aesthetics just need to be clean, minimal. It doesn't need to be all flashy. But we're off to a good start. So let's go back to Gemini, because I told it break this up. Shall we wrap this up with prompt 3, focusing on the single project page where the actual token buying and video pitching happens? Of course. Say yes. Go. Makes it so much easier. The project, pitch, and token interface. So this is probably going to be start your own project page. Oh, sorry. Grab the prompt. Sometimes it's pretty short. All right, go back to Google AI Studio. Collapse, go back here to the chat. And right here, it always offers some suggestions. Filter, sort, improve project card, hover. Sure, we can do that later. Add pagination, expand category ribbon. Let's see, add project, detail view. Not yet. Let's paste in our next prompt and go. Now from there, Gemini is going to just keep on going. It's going to, so you can work with the AI Studio itself here, because they're both sister products. It's all the Gemini brain, but I get better results when I use Gemini to help me build the prompt. And you always tell it, help me with a build prompt. Your other option is come here in Google AI Studio, and just chatter back and forth with the built-in AI, which is very, very similar. And using screenshots will help tremendously with the aesthetics or the UI. This is a way, like, I just got done with the UI certification from SMU last year, and literally everything we learned is almost extinct. I mean, it's not even necessary anymore. The old, long way of doing UI, yeah, you still need to know the stuff, but you can just, this is getting insane. Absolutely insane. You may not know this, but this is probably another video. You can go to labs.google.com. This is where they have all their goodies. Like right here, Stitch. This right here creates UI interfaces for you that you can export into Figma, which I hate, but it's insane. You can go here, and there's all the goodies, all the stuff you didn't even know existed. Oh, there's even more. Lots of good stuff. Let's go back to here. It's working. God, it's running. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes, but depends. I'm not editing. We're just doing this raw. I'm not doing this for usual YouTube type. I just want to film what I'm doing so you can kind of see how it is and just talk out loud, because I do this all day long, all this stuff. Man, it's slow. And, so while we're waiting, I can go over to Namecheap, get into my account. Oh, no, go back. Dear God, sorry. Sometimes I move too fast. All right, Namecheap, account dashboard. This is what you do while you're waiting. Launch Vest, search. People squat on stuff all the time. .com is available for $2,899 for the first year, and then $18. So we're not doing that. You can go to .site. Oh, 98 cents. Like if you just want to test something, .site is great. 98 cents reduced at $1.78 per year. Or if you have to have the .com, you can pay almost $3,000. Or if this really matters to you, you can go to .net. $12, $13. So probably .net. IO is probably going to be about 70, I think. A lot of people are using IO. That is $34, $35, renews at $66 per year. You could use shop. This is up to you. I like to use .site just to test stuff out because it's so cheap. But I would probably use .net. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put that in my cart and let it sit. Now you can go over here to USPTO, search. Oh, we're still waiting. Trademarks, never, this is somebody else. That's not the government. You got to find .gov, boom, right there. Okay. Trademark search system. Search for marks. So I'll put launch vest. No results. That's good. Launch vest with space. Oh. Vest, blah, 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 blah. We are in the clear. Ooh, what's this? Anti-radiation. So really what you're looking for is something that literally is your term, and then what's it about? Like if mine's startup funding and somebody literally has a launch vest that's a piece of clothing, you're fine. Is it dead? Is it live? If it's really close, then find something else. If you don't know what to do, go to, you can always go to any other, watch this. We'll just go to ChatGPT. Hello, I need you to create, how about 10 possible brand names for a startup funding site that uses crypto.
Absolutely. Let's spark some inspiration. Here are 10 ideas. Crypto Catalyst, Block Boost Capital, Fund Flux, Chainspark Ventures, Tokenrise Labs, Nexa Fund Crypto, Vault Chain Capital,
Nexa.
Quantum Seed Finance, DApp Fund Horizon, Altura Crypto Capital. Do any of those vibes align with what you're imagining?
I don't know, but why did your voice change? Never mind. You get the point. They can go on and on. You can use Google, you can use Grok, you can use anything. You just sit there and churn and burn. And if you see something cool, say, I like that, dive down that rabbit hole, or you just talk back and forth to it. You may take what it is. If you find one you like, I can guarantee you somebody's going to be squatting on the domain. So sometimes you got to be a little bit tweaky with the spelling, maybe add a letter here and there. You get the point. Okay, let's go back to, here we go, boom. The application is fully compiled, ready for you to preview. Great. Let's see it. Okay, that's fine. And I could come back in here and put like an image in the background if I wanted to, but we're just getting a structure. Start a campaign. Support projects. Start a campaign. Okay, what did you do? What did you do? Here's a summary of the completed features for deep dive page. State management and routing. Clicking on any project card. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it did do something. Future. Okay, so it's showing you some, like the start of a project page here. What else did it do? Hero header, split layout. Okay. Utility access tiers below the main CTA. Let's go back to the main page. How do you go back to the main page? Yeah, you see, nothing's working. Back to Explorer, okay. Utility access tier below main CTA are tiers, right? There are 3 token access tiers, bronze, silver, gold, displaying. Okay, where? Where's that? Am I looking right at it? Okay, well, you get the point. You just have to work your way through here. Content navigation, sticky horizontal submenu, right here. View all. Oh. Here we go. DeFi, hardware. So it starts getting you categories, story section. Aesthetic uses light gray background. Okay, cool. Add why invest section, implement load more for projects, add project filtering, refine hover effects, add social proof to the project cards. Nah, how about you refine the hover effects? So there you go. You got basically the start to a kind of a marketplace, Indiegogo knockoff. Give me a day or two, and I guarantee you I'll have the sucker working. Give me an hour, I'll have you a nice logo, build that in Illustrator. And you could load that stuff up here, but for some reason, I swear it works better when you go out to a third party. Like, whoops, not that one. You can go to image to URL, and you just put images here, grab the link, and you come back here. And I always, instead of uploading it into Google's cloud, I put it here, and I say use this linked image in place of the logo or the hero image, or you have to kind of be specific. Say in this in-demand section, replace these with, you can just load up links for these images. But there you go. I will come back on this probably later once I make some strides on this. So right now, tentative name for this project is the Launch Vest Startup Platform using utility tokens. So this doesn't exist. Nobody's doing this yet, but I guarantee you, give them a couple months and they will. Thanks for watching.